What's going on, Cowboy fans? I know I'm a little late this week. It's been a little bit of a busy one, but I definitely wanted to jump on and talk about the continuing saga between Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons. This is just looking really atypical. I mean, even when the Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb thing was going on, there was at least some kind of like beyond the gray sky as to what was going to go on here. This just seems so much more personal, almost. I mean, the fact that Jerry Jones hasn't communicated with Micah Parsons' agent virtually at all. He even went on record saying that he didn't even know who Micah Parsons' agent was. One, there's no way that can be true. Two, if it is true and he's just saying it for the media, God, that's disrespectful. Now we're getting into like scum of the earth territory. You know what I mean? So there's just something different about this one. The fact that Jerry's going back and saying that, back in the springtime, Micah and I had a conversation and he agreed to some terms, and now he's going back on those terms. Micah is the one that has the problem, not Jerry. I don't know, guys. To me, there's publicity for publicity and chatter for chatter. But man, I think he's really walking a fine line here between disrespect and some kind of marketing strategy. But you know what? The craziest thing that I heard this week, I know I'm not like ingrained in this whole Jerry Jones thing like the rest of you guys are, but I've been paying attention for a while, and I've always said every time I get on this camera that Jerry Jones is just saying things for shock value. He's just doing it to increase views and bring more attention to the Cowboys.
What? You hear what I'm saying?
Listen, I hear what you're saying.
But I've always said it in a way that I was like kind of playfully assuming. I mean, there's always a part, I think, of all of us that was always just like, well, I mean, it's either that or he's maybe just kind of really not cut out for this or whatever. There's some kind of ambiguity to it, I guess, right? But this week, he actually got on camera and publicly stated that he will absolutely stir things up when there's not enough chatter about the Cowboys. He literally said it's one thing to have great players. It's another thing to have a great record or play great game. But there is that sizzle. There is that something else. And he admitted that yes, when that sizzle is not there, he will go out and just make trouble to bring more attention to the Cowboys. And honestly, as soon as he said it, I guess there was always just that little part of me that thought maybe he was just oblivious and not just playing with the emotions of the Dallas Cowboy fans, because that's how I take it, right? I'll tell you who else took it was Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington gets on First Take with Stephen A. Smith this week and starts talking about how Jerry doesn't care about the Cowboy fans. He cares about the Cowboys, cares about his pocketbook, but does not care about the Cowboy fans. And he said something brilliant. He said, there's box office and then there's Oscars. And Jerry Jones, you are all box office, but you ain't ever gonna win any Oscars if all you're doing is worrying about the box office. I thought it was brilliant. What a comparison. That's show business, which is what Jerry oftentimes thinks is what he's in. And then the even more ironic part of it is that while Denzel was saying that on First Take, Jerry Jones is lining up on a red carpet for a premiere of a movie or a documentary that was made about him. What kind of world are we even living in? I don't know. But Cowboy fans, I feel for you. At this point, I'm completely off the trade Micah train. For the sake of the Cowboy fans, I want you to sign this guy. He's good for the football team. At this point, Dallas is so much better with him. There's a big part of me that wants him to get the heck out, because if these are the kind of games that are going to get played with his future, his career, why would he want to be here? I would like to think there's some things money can't fix. I probably said that like a true poor person. Anyway, something else big this weekend. My Baltimore Ravens are coming to town. They are going to be here taking on the Dallas Cowboys in a preseason game. Whatever. It's still my boys in purple against your boys in blue. It's going to be awesome. I am going to be there. Big shout out to my boy Ty at Digital Mayhem, coming into town, picking up tickets to take me out. He knows what kind of Ravens fan I am. So big shout out, Ty. Can't wait to see you, buddy. To everybody else, I'll see you next week. Hopefully with a whole lot of details about this upcoming Baltimore Ravens win. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.